All right, welcome to Officer Oil. My name's Scott McAdoo. I'm a police first responder for a local department in Maryland, and outside of police, I support my family as a certified AMSOIL dealer. What do I love to say, Garrett?
Ash, cats, or grass.
No. Okay, all right, okay, never mind. Okay, now, what he meant to say was, when we're not fighting crime, we are fighting
Friction.
louder.
Friction.
Very good, very good. So this is my son, Garrett McAdoo, and this is the owner of the vehicle. This is Tex. He is about to be one of our naval officers at the academy, and he wanted to he made a very smart move, and we're going to be turn around, and we're going to be upgrading to AMSOIL in the vehicle here. So first, here's the game plan. So first, what we're going to do is we're going to dump in the AMSOIL gasoline fuel treatment. It's called PI, Performance Improver. We're also going to put in the gasoline upper cylinder lubricant additive. We're going to dump that in the tank. Then we're going to move on to power foam, do an entire air induction system clean here. All right. And after that, then we're going to move on to our engine flush. We're going to flush out the old oil, break down all that old sludge and gunk and everything else that's in there. And we're going to prep it for the AMSOIL top tier Signature Series motor oil, the liquid gold, right here, the premium, along with the AMSOIL Synthetic nanofiber 25,000 mile oil filter. So, all right, so first what we want to do, oh good, thank you. All right, so first let's come over here. We're going to dump this fuel treatment in.
It's heavier.
It is? You think it's heavier? It should be about the same. I don't know. How many vegetables have you been eating? All right, so come on over. So, all right, so first, okay, best to do this with a full tank of fuel. This will treat up to 30 gallons of fuel. So you just dump it in. It's got a nice long neck here for these capless systems, just like this. So it makes it real easy to get in there. But what this is going to do is it's going to clean the entire combustion system, any injectors, any valves. It's going to maximize horsepower, fuel economy, everything you want your car to maximize, just to run in top tier the best it can. And it's so important these days because when you go to the pump, they've cut out a lot of those good cleaners and those good additives in the fuel to keep costs down. This boosts it back up, puts those additives in there. So we recommend a bottle every 4,000 miles. So just to show you here, okay, so we're going to maximize miles per gallon. Gas fuel prices are going up. Clean everything out, maximize power. Here on the back, just dump it in and then run it until it's completely empty so it gets a full course, okay? But this can kick up fuel economy almost 6%. So we'll dump that in because we're gonna have this running while we're doing everything else. So, boom. Glug, 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 glug. Get that? Garrett, what do you have? Pokemon? Is that gonna help with our service today? All right, so we got that in. Okay, boom. And next, so super easy, is the upper cylinder lubricant gasoline additive. This will treat up to 25 gallons of fuel. It's going to also clean the injectors, lube the upper cylinder, which is sparsely lubricated because it runs so darn hot, and a lot of our fuels has ethanol in it, and there's little to no lubrication in the ethanol at all. So this is a great way to protect from those corrosion issues that are caused by the ethanol, keep everything cooler, because when you think about it, today's engines are half the size, but they're spitting out 3 times the amount of power, okay? So this is just a great thing to do. I add a bottle in, just like AMSOIL recommends, every tank of fuel, all right? Very inexpensive here, but it's just a great way to keep things running at peak efficiency. So, if I can get the darn cap off. There we go. Pull. Gary, you want to come over here?
I do.
All right, ready? Look, all right, hold it there. You hear it? All right, good job, bud. All right, all of it, the whole bottle. That's right, the whole bottle. Okay, so that is good there. All right, so now let's go ahead and move back around. We're gonna go do the power foam, all right? Garrett, are you ready? All right, so the vehicle is already warmed up. He just drove it over here. And so all you gotta do, very simple, just unhook here, right at the throttle body, and you can see right in there, you see all that kind of black, and that you can see some of that carbon buildup there around that throttle body. All right, so this is going to cut through that and break all that down. So the power foam, perfect for 2 strokes, 4 strokes, and an outstanding air induction system cleaner. It is like tune-up in a can. All right, it's a great foam. It foams up. I recommend don't get it on your clothes. It can turn your clothes into confetti, and it's happened to me because it does such a good job breaking it down. So show you here, but just remove the gum, the varnish, just maximize the horsepower of the vehicle. It's going to start easier, and just get it back running like it was when it first came off the showroom floor. Okay, so very simple. Here's all your applications. So marine, ATVs, motorcycles, cars, trucks. Just try not to spray it through any of those sensors if you can. Try to avoid that mass airflow sensor. Get it out here in a well ventilated area. We spray the whole can in. He's gonna start it up, bring it to a fast idle, get the whole can in, and then you just let it sit for about 10 minutes. So, all right, so you're ready to come on over, go ahead and start it up. Got a great little applicator tube. So go ahead, start it up. Oh, do I? Okay. There we go. All right. All right, so go ahead and give it a fast idle for me. Go ahead. Yep, and just hold that. And just spray it on in there. And it's cutting through. It's working its way through. And just get that whole can in there. So we'll probably start getting some smoke here real soon out of the tailpipe. I don't know if we see any yet. You see any smoke back there? Any smoke yet? Yeah, good. Good. That's just cleaning out all that carbon buildup, all that gunk that's working in there, because these things run super hot. So already, I haven't even touched this, and it's already kicked off that carbon buildup that was right there by that valve. Just keep spraying. Get the whole can. For a car this size, whole can. But on something small like a, string trimmer, a blower, a dirt bike, 1 can will go a long way. Almost done. So super easy. There you go. Getting hot. We got lucky here. It's February in Maryland. I'm wearing a t-shirt. We got lucky. And of course they're calling for snow tomorrow, so welcome to Maryland. All right, that is about it. So if you look in here again, so you can see all that carbon buildup that was there is now all gone. It's already doing its job. So, all right, go ahead and kill it. All right, perfect. So all we're gonna do now is let it get in there and work its magic. All we're gonna do now is let it get in there and work its magic. We're gonna let it sit for 10, no longer than 15 minutes. Then we're gonna fire it up. We're gonna go for a drive. We're gonna blow out all those deposits, and then we'll move on to the oil change. All right, so I may have forgot to mention, this is a 20, come on over. What do we got here? What are we working on?
2017 Ford Edge.
2017 3.5 liter V6, am I right? With about 42,000 miles. All right, so time is up. It's been
15 minutes.
15 minutes. Okay, we got everything hooked back up here. So while we were doing that, wiped everything down, hooked back up. Let's move over, fire this sucker up, and blow out those deposits. So go ahead and hop in there, sir. And fire that thing up. All right. So go ahead and rev it up a little bit. All right, no smoke yet. All right, so what I think we're gonna do, we're just gonna go for a quick little drive. We'll just spin around the block and we'll just make sure there's nothing sitting in there so we can kick it all out. All right, let's hit it. Let's go for a little ride around the block. We're gonna blow out any of those deposits that are in there, make sure we get everything out and nothing's sitting in there. So let's go ahead and go and see if we can create a James Bond smoke screen. I don't know, sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. It smells like mosquito repellent, so it's wintertime, we're a little lucky, but let's go for a drive here. How we doing so far? How's it feel?
Feels good.
Feels good? All right.
Nice and clean.
Nice and clean, all right. Any little smooth, little?
Yeah, smoother than it was before, for
okay.
sure.
All right, and we're not even halfway there yet, so we still have to do the engine flush and then get the oil and the filter in there, and that's what I'm really excited for. So, all right. All right, so we'll keep driving around here a minute. All right. No smoke back there? I'm not seeing any.
I'm not seeing any yet either.
No smoke. All right, that's fine. All right, so we're just gonna spin around the block and then we'll pause here for a second and we'll come on back. So what you can do, just kind of get on it. Oh, seatbelt. What you can do, get on it a little bit hard, just kind of rev it up just to make sure that nothing is sitting in there and just really blow out anything. So we're doing pretty well. So again, only 40,000 miles. Might have been a lot worse if there was, you know, double that or triple that. All right, he's putting it to the floor. There we go. All right, so I'm pretty convinced that there's wasn't too bad. So not the worst one I've ever seen. Again, I've seen those James Bond smoke screens, and it's incredible how dirty some of these things are. So nice job. All right, let's head on back to the house. So one thing I noticed, we've got a low tire pressure warning gauge there, but sometimes the check engine light will pop on with these, which it didn't this time. As soon as you start unhooking things, the computer will pick up and it'll recognize, say, hey, you've changed something, so we've got a problem. But then you hook it back up, you run through so many cycles of start, stops, and the computer will basically reset itself. So I've never had an issue where they didn't turn itself off, but this time it didn't even pop, so no biggies. And this whole time, the fuel treatment, the upper cylinder lubricant additive, the PI performance improver is in there cleaning out all of the entire fuel system, combustion system. So while we're doing this, we're cleaning that out. That's why we did that first. Okay, so we're back. Are you convinced that we've burned everything out?
I am perfectly
Okay,
good.
did you see any more smoke or anything
Nothing.
like that? Yep, me either. So we went around the block, we juiced it up a little bit. I'm convinced that it's all out. So next, we're moving on to the AMSOIL engine and transmission flush. So what this is, it's a detergent-based flush that works great in engines, gas, diesel, and transmissions. So today, all we're gonna do, you dump it in, so I'll let you do the honor, sir.
All right, thank you.
I will let you dump that in there. So we dump it in, get that pull tab. You got it?
Got it.
All right, perfect. All right, go ahead and let her dump. All right, get the whole bottle in there. All right, good job. So let that sit there and drip. So what this is going to do, all right, it's going to, again, it's a detergent-based flush. It's not one of the harsh chemical-based flushes. So the same detergents that are in our outstanding oil to begin with. So we're going to start it up. We're going to let it idle again for 10, no longer than 15 minutes, and it's going to break down all those performance-robbing deposits, the sludge, the gunk, anything else that's been in there and building up over the last 41,000 miles, right? So, and it's going to prep it for good, clean oil. So great thing to do, especially you see those sludge, you know, we've all seen those vehicles that people go way too long on their oil changes. Well, this is a great way to clean it up. Okay, so he's doing the whole service. And so first I want to say thank you for your service as well, military as well as dumping the bottle in here. So great job. Thank you. All right, so let's go ahead and put our cap back on. Let that drip there. All right, go ahead, put our cap back on. Perfect. And then let's go ahead and start it up and start our timer again. Fire her up. All right, start your stopwatch, and we're gonna go another 15 minutes, okay? So right there, all your directions are right on the back, but just no longer than 15 minutes, okay? Very important, don't drive it with this. Don't put a heavy load on it, just idle, no more than 15 minutes, okay? All right, so one other thing I wanted to mention about this. So again, works great in gas, diesels, transmission. So on the trans, what you want to do, just dump it in, and then for 15 minutes, you're just moving park, reverse, neutral, drive, automatic transmissions. Park, reverse, neutral, drive for 15 minutes to get it sloshing between all those plates to break down all those deposits that are on there. Again, don't drive it. Very important on the transmission to do a full fluid exchange and replace the transmission filter. Very, very important, okay? But great all-in-one gas, diesel, and trans. All right, we about good time-wise?
Yep.
All right, go ahead and kill it. So one thing I always love to do, kind of prep and clean the area, is use the AMSOIL brake and parts cleaner. It's great, doesn't leave any residue, dries super fast. It's a non-flammable chlorinated formula, but I'm just gonna give them a spray around that oil drain plug, get everything cleaned up just so we're not getting any dirt or anything in there. So just give it a little spray, doesn't take much. Again, right here. And one thing, notice, it is a 19-ounce can. Most of our competitors out there, they're using, I believe, a 14-ounce can, so you are getting a few more ounces. So let me I'm actually just gonna spray here on my rag and then get that wiped up good. Get that nice and clean. All right, so we got that. We're gonna move underneath and we're gonna get all that old broken down oil and all that crap out of there and get it prepped for the AMSOIL Signature Series Liquid Gold, all right? Okay, so let's get down here. All right, so we're back under here. Let's get this out. See if you can get in here a little close to see how this turns it into a black water. It's really, really cool what it does. So obviously be careful, it's hot. Let's get this plug out. And there she goes, pitch black. And it's the best way I can describe it. It is black water. Hope you can see that on the camera. And it's super thin because it's broken down everything, all that gunk that's in there, but just does such a good job. So we'll let that get all drained out. Super, super dark. But again, that's what we want because those are all those deposits coming out of there. All that gunk is now going to be heading to the oil recycle center. Exactly what we're looking for. Okay, so this guy was cranked on pretty tight. So I got my oil filter wrench. Get this sucker off. Makes easy work. So get that started. Let me get my other pan. Let that come on out nice and dark. Okay, so we got the bulk of it out here. Let me spin this old one off. And this is why you use cardboard. All right, so we'll let that drip because we got some splatter. All right, so we got everything unhooked. We got the old CarQuest filter coming off, and we're gonna be replacing that with the new AMSOIL filter here. So we'll let that drip a little bit, and then we'll go from there. All right, everything's down there still draining out, but we're gonna go ahead and spin on our new our new oil filter using the AMSOIL Synthetic nanofiber oil filter. It's the EAO 17, perfect for this vehicle. So one thing I do want to show is our lookup guide, show you how you can easily find our lookup guide and look up all of your trucks, cars, your dirt bikes, your four-wheelers, your jet skis, your snowmobiles, and see exactly what AMSOIL recommends for it. So let me go ahead and show you that. All right, so go ahead to find what you need. All you got to do is just go to my website, officeroil.com. Boom, plug that in. Boom, right there. That is my website. If you scroll on down a little bit, keep going down, it talks about all of our great programs, how to save money. Might recognize that guy right there, cleaned up a little bit about me. But if you go back up to the top, there's the lookup guide. So go ahead and click on Auto Light Truck, top left. All right, so we got it to load here. Okay, so all you got to do is just click on your year. All right, we got a 2017. It's going to be under, so it's either Ford or Ford Trucks. There we go. It's going to be under Ford. Okay, and there it is, the 3.5 liter 6-cylinder engine code 8. So right here, it's going to list all of your motor oils right there, the Signature Series that we're putting in. Keep going down. All right, list your oil filter. If you scroll back up a little bit, it'll tell you your capacities, even give you a great torque on the drain plug. But if you keep on going down, it'll show you all of your coolants, your fuel filters, your air filters, transmission fluids, front diff, rear diff, everything. Super easy. All right, super easy. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and get this filter put on, but very simple, okay? Just run through officeroil.com. Okay, so AMSOIL oil filter, okay? A little bit about this. It is 99% efficient at 20 microns right here, okay? A lot of our competitors at that rate, it's only about 40 microns. So a lot of people will say, hey, my filter's a 20 micron filter. Sure, great, but what is your efficiency at 20 microns? 99% efficient at 20 microns. So what does that mean? You are catching more contaminant, you are holding more contaminant, you're getting the best oil flow, and it's going to last longer. This is a 25,000 mile or 1 year oil filter, whichever comes first. The absolute best choice out there. So pop it out here nice and clean. Very good construction. There's our filter. It's got a nice little grip texture on it too. Thank you, AMSOIL, for doing that. And then what we want to do is just charge it up a little bit, okay? So shake it. Don't really need to. Sometimes I do. I think it's just old habits. But so here, and we're going to dump in that liquid gold right there. Get this thing charged up so that we're not getting a dry start on that. Boom. And then we always get some oil. Get some oil on your finger there and just wet that gasket. Get that gasket there nice and wet. Some on your finger just so we get that better seal on it, okay? So here we go. All right, let's move back down underneath and let's put this puppy on. All right, so you can see here everything's off. I'll just take my AMSOIL parts cleaner again, give it a little spray, give it a little wipe, make sure we have a clean surface there. Old filter, new filter. Let's put this thing in here. So here we go. Spin her on, perfect fit. And just snug it up, not too tight, right there, perfect. All right, so we are still dripping here a little bit. We'll let this drip just for another minute, try to get every last ounce of that old oil out of there and that engine flush. All right, we're back here. It is still dripping just slightly, but we are fighting daylight, so we're gonna go ahead and put on this new one. I am happy with getting out as much Always best to replace that drain plug gasket, put on a fresh gasket. We did that. All right, get that snugged up. Grab my wrench. Best to torque these to the spec. Always listed right there on the AMSOIL lookup guide. But I'm just gonna make it good and snug. Okay, so everything's good. Let me just wipe down, make sure everything's good. And I'm glad I took off this weather guard here, that splash guard. All right. So let's, before we put this back on, we'll move up and we'll get in our AMSOIL Signature Series. All right, so the moment we've all been waiting for, putting the AMSOIL Signature Series motor oil in here. So this is the absolute benchmark of protection and quality. For those who demand the best, it doesn't get any better than this, all right? It's now our 50-year anniversary, 1972, first synthetic oil company approved by the American Petroleum Institute. Right here, it's what I run in all my vehicles, what my best recommendation is for all of our customers and clients. So it's going to give you 75% more protection against horsepower loss and wear. It's almost over 70% more protection than required by the General Motors spec on all your turbos. So this thing will flow down to the coldest temperatures, work on the hottest days, doesn't break down, lasts longer, maximizes fuel economy, keeps everything clean, everything you're looking for in an oil. It is so good in normal service, 25,000 miles or 1 year of protection guaranteed. Warranty secure, doesn't void any OEM warranties. AMSOIL gives their own ironclad warranty on top of it. It's 2 times the warranty is what it is. So, however, there is a little caveat to that. So if you flip it over here on the back, again, here are all your specs, 25,000 or 1 year, okay, made from the highest quality. So here, I had this one started. So if you flip this open here, gives a little history about A.J. Amatuzio and his passion for offering the best protection for your auto, your cars and trucks. But here's a little breakdown. 25,000 miles, 700 hours of service for normal service, whichever comes first. However, most of us, especially here in Maryland, they get stuck on traffic on Route 50 heading to the Bay Bridge. You're stuck in traffic on 495 going around the Beltway. That is going to be defined as severe duty service. So that's a 15,000 mile, 1 year, or 700 hours of operation, whichever comes first. So hauling, towing, plowing, my police vehicle, taxi cabs, you know, just excessive idling, short trip driving, very, very tough on oil. So if we're hitting those, if you fall into that category, follow that. But what you can do is we can extend it longer with oil analysis, independent lab, third-party testing, and we can find out how far we can really push it by doing that oil sampling. So something I'm a huge, huge fan of. So are we ready?
We're ready.
All right, we're ready. So let's get this in. Liquid gold. Here we go. 6 quarts coming in. AMSOIL Signature Series. And there it goes. Wait, did you hear that? Did you hear that? Every time I do this, the cars always go, ah. All right, let's get that in. Boom, boom, boom. There it is. 1 down and 5 great bottles to go. All right. Go ahead. Would you like to do the honors for us?
Love to do the honors.
All right.
2nd quart going in.
2nd quart. Get it in. Ah, that's it. Gosh, every time. Every time. Just loves it. Yeah, get it in there. Good job. All right, last one coming up. Oh yeah. Number 6. There we go, let her drip. And I can't wait to start her up.
Yes, sir.
The suspense. All right, good. Last one. All right, so let's go ahead and get this thing buttoned up here. Yep. There we go. And put your cap on. Nice job. Again, thank you for your service, sir.
Thank you.
All right, so we're all in here. So again, just to review, we started with the PI, Performance Improver Fuel Additive, moved on to the Upper Cylinder Lubricant Gasoline Additive. We wiped everything down with our brake and parts cleaner, did the AMSOIL Power Foam Air Induction System service, and then we moved on to our engine flush, prep that engine, get it nice and clean for the good, clean liquid gold. And then we got in the AMSOIL Signature Series motor oil with the AMSOIL filter. So that is it. We did the whole shebang. And now if you have one of these and you'd like to upgrade to AMSOIL in your vehicle or other vehicle, please, you go to my website, visit me at officeroil.com again, and we have a few really good programs. So if you are a do-it-yourselfer like me working out here, then we have what's called a preferred customer program where you'll save 25% off of the retail price shown on AMSOIL's website, and they're going to give you free shipping, anything over $100 right to the doorstep. We even have an even more advantageous program if you happen to be affiliated with a repair shop, maybe a parts store, or a commercial or municipal fleet, where we can get you even bigger discounts. Got some really good perks for you. So if you want to move forward, please reach out and contact me through officeroil.com and let me know what you think about the video. Please comment below, tell me what you think. Please like, share, subscribe. Again, this is what I do to support my family, the kids. My son ran off somewhere. He was here. I had him for but he's 5, right? I guess that's what you get. So, but please, again, this is what I do to support the family. And if you move forward and you happen to get to AMSOIL's website somehow, or you get a hold of our 1-800 number and they ask you anywhere, how did you hear about AMSOIL? Please list my name and referral number. My referral number is 164-9274. Again, 164-9274. And by doing that, you'll be working with me and gives me a little credit for the introduction. So, all right. So I think we need to start this thing up, and I think we need to go for a ride and see how it feels. So let's go ahead and do that, okay? All right, we're all started up.
Yes, we are.
We are started up. We're belting up here. All right, sir.
Head out.
Let's pull it off the ramps nice and slow. There we go, good. All right, we're off.
Feels smoother already.
All right, yeah, let's go for a little ride around the block. Yeah, getting in there, working its way in, nice and well. Good job.
Wow. Noticeable difference in how smooth it is.
Yeah? How was it running before?
It was running okay before. I would even say good. It's running great now though.
Good. Yeah, so nice and smoother again. Less friction, less heat. Engine's not working as hard. All right, and it's getting in there on the molecular level, working into those nooks and crannies. Those additives are working. And you are going to be protected for 15,000 miles, 1 year, or 700 engine hours, whichever comes first. So, yeah, let's go around the block here. Good. It's quiet, isn't it? Seems
super quiet.
Yeah. Good, yeah, let's come around here and maybe give it a little gas.
Don't have to ask me twice.
All right. How'd that feel?
Smooth.
Nice.
Butter.
All right. So, well, another successful one. Thank you for watching. Again, if you like the page, please like, please subscribe, please comment, and let me know what you think. If you've ever done an oil change here, you know, what you think of the Power Foam. If you have any experience with it, please let me know, and really look forward to seeing you on the next one. Thank you, sir, again for your service. Congratulations. You're graduating here real soon. So we really, thank you for what you're doing and the sacrifices you're making out there. So, all right. Well, thank you. We'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye. Officer Oil signing off.